Now we will start with the another series of articles. We have finished till the article number 35. That is 35 was mail, M and L, and it was the email from the Union Parliament, right? And they are saying they have suspended your fundamental rights or something related with fundamental rights, and which state legislature now cannot do anything. Now let's start with another series of articles. Now we are starting with the directive principles of state policy, and our first article is 37, that is M and K, and it is Mike, and which says directive principles are not legally enforceable. Article number 37. So 37, our picture for 37, that is 3 and 7, that is M for 3 and K for 7 becomes Mike. So now Mike, we have to relate it with the legally not enforceable, right? So Mike, you can see in this picture where this politician is speaking something on Mike. So whatever directions are given by the politicians on Mike, no legal action are normally taken against them. So directives by the politicians on Mike are not legally enforceable. So that is how Article 37, that is Mike, MK, Mike, we are relating it legally not enforceable. Article number 38. 38 is M and F. M and F, that is mafia, okay, or mafia dons. Okay, so it talks about minimize inequality, minimizing the inequalities, or economic inequalities or social inequalities. So mafia, like Robin Hood, who robs the rich people and then help poor people, it helps minimize the inequalities of the society. So in a way, mafias are doing a good job. So mafia, M and F, okay, that is 38, we are relating, or mafias, we are relating it with the minimizing or reducing inequalities of the society. Article number 39. 39 is M and P. 3 is M and 9 is P. Mob. It talks about educate means of livelihood. So those who cannot get any job at least can do mopping. So mopping, we are relating it with educate means of livelihood. So if you are not getting any job, so it is sure that you will get a job of mopping at least. So it is helping to have a educate means of livelihood. At least you will earn something and you can eat and live your life. Prevention of concentration of wealth. We should mop the world, clean the world in such a way that all are having equal money. There should be no inequality among people. So you can see this picture with these two people. They are mopping the world and they are cleaning it and reducing the concentration of money in one's hand. Equal pay for equal work by man and woman, right? So if doesn't matter if a man mops or woman mops, like they both mops in similar way and that they get similar pay for that. So equal pay for equal work. In a way, like women's mop better than men, but still they get equal pay. Point number F, healthy development of child. It becomes very important because it was instituted by the Constitution Amendment Act. Because Constitutional Amendment Act of 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act. So point F, it talks about the healthy development of child. So how you will relate now mop with it? So for the people who mop, it becomes very difficult for them to give their child proper care. Article number 40. So 40, our picture is of 4 is R and 0 is S. So rose. Rose is our picture for 40, and it talks about the village panchayats with necessary powers, the formation of village panchayats with necessary powers. So you went to the panchayat, okay? You went to the panchayat in your village, home village. Now you have to feel that and you have to see that. Then only your brain will remember or memorize it. So you are going to the village, your own parent village, and one panchayat was there. So it was the first time you are seeing the panchayat. So if you remember, last time you have shooted it with the camera or KM 73 73rd Amendment Act. It brought with the 11th schedule of the Constitution, right? So village panchayat in directive principle of state policy, it is article number 40, those. So you went to the village panchayat and they invited you or they welcomed you with roses, okay, with the red roses. So you felt really good about that. So rose are, as we are relating it with village panchayat. So you went to the village panchayat and they welcomed you with the rose. Article number 41, and 41 is red for us, R and T. 4 is R and 1 is T, so it is red. So it talks about right to work, right to education and public assistance for old, sick and unemployed persons. So rat, you can see in this picture how sick this rat is. So in this case he definitely required assistance. So this article, article 41, that is rat, it talks about the assistance for the old, sick and unemployed people. And plus also right to seek for work and right for education. So in this article, the state has been given the directive that in its own economic capacity, okay, whatever limits it has for the economic capacity, it should make effective provisions, right, for the people to secure the right work, the education to the people, to the students, and for the public assistance for these old, sick, and unemployed people. So, Article 41, that sick rat, okay, rat who has fallen sick. So, if you remember this picture, a sick rat, automatically it will come like the public assistance, and states are being given directives to form provisions to help those people. Article number 42, and it talks about the good conditions for work and maternity relief. 42, 4 is R and 2 is N. So for picture for 42 it is rain. You can see these two pictures where in this picture this particular gentleman is going for work but it is raining. So it is not ideal condition to work in rain. And similarly in this picture where this pregnant lady is going in rain. So even for pregnant women it is not advised to go in rain. So rain, we are relating it with the good conditions for work and maternity relief. So people should not work in rain and even pregnant women should not go in rain. So rain, article number 42, we relate with the good conditions at work and also about the maternity reliefs. Article number 43, that is 4 is R and 3 is M, so it becomes Ram or Lord Ram. It talks about the development of cottage industries by the state and Lord Ram working in the cottage industry. So you can see a picture where the Lord Ram is working in a cottage industry like a normal worker because he wants to go there and see the conditions what laborers or the workers of that cottage industries feel. So it talks about the cottage industries, article number 43, that is Ram, Lord Ram working in cottage industry. Now there is an amendment for this article, article 43. It was inserted into the Constitution by 42nd Amendment Act, and we discussed when we were doing the amendments to the Constitution that 42nd Amendment Act is also considered as a mini constitution, where we also saw the picture where some small constitution book, or that is the mini constitution book, you are taking out in the rain. So this article 43A, it talks about the participation of workers in the management of industries. So article 43A, 43 is Lord Ram for us, and A is for Apple, right? So now we have already seen when Lord Ram has went to the industry to work as a labor or to work as a worker to understand the conditions of the people there. So now what he's doing is he's encouraging, he's motivating the other workers, like by giving them apple, a miraculous apple like a prasad from Lord Ram, and he's motivating them to form a union and to participate in the management of the industry so that you can work for your own welfare. Okay, because management is not taking good care of them. So that is how now Lord Ram is motivating other people to act as the management or to participate in the management of the industry. So this is the first amendment of Article 43, amendment number 42nd. So now there is another article which is missing here, and which is 43B. This talks about the promotion of the corporate societies, and this was the 97th Amendment Act. 97th Amendment Act of 2012. So it talks about promotion of corporate societies. So now Lord Ram first giving apples, that is Article A, 43A, encouraging them to participate in the management of the industry. Now what he's doing is he want to have a combined effort. So now he's organizing cricket match. So B is for ball. Okay, B is for ball, and now Lord Ram is giving them ball and bat also, and asking them to play cricket so that it will promote the unity among the workers, and they will now do much better for the industry and for themselves also. So cooperative societies, now Lord Ram is seeking for the cooperation of other people, of cooperation of other workers, and it was inserted by the 97th Amendment Act. And 97th, it is BF or boyfriend, okay, a boyfriend or girlfriend. So boyfriend or girlfriend. So boyfriend is our picture for 97th, and you can see now a picture where your boyfriend, okay, or if you are a boy, then your girlfriend, okay, is running a cooperative society. Is running a cooperative society. So 97th Amendment Act, it deals with the cooperative societies. To the next article now, which is article number 44, and 44 is R and R. This article number 44, it talks about the uniform civil code throughout the country. Uniform civil code throughout the country. And now how you will relate it with arrows? It is all arrows are of same size, right? All arrows are of same size. And if you remember, in the Amendment Act, we talked about the right to property was removed from this particular amendment, article number 44. So that is how you require some time gap when you do 2 mnemonic sessions, and please don't do it in one go, otherwise it will be all confusing in your mind. Give yourself some time. First start with first lecture, revise it few couple of times, and then after 1 or 2 days, 2-3 days, then you can start with the next mnemonic lecture. Article number 45 and 45, our picture is of rail, R and L, rail. And this talk about the child care and education till the age of 6. So play schools in rails. So these days, some trains or some rails, they're having play schools, okay, for the kids. So Article 45 rail, and rail we are relating it with the play schools, okay, for the kids who are in the age group of 0 to 6. Article number 47. 47, it becomes R and K. 7 is K. So it becomes rake, your almirah, these types of rakes. it talks about the prohibition on consumption of intoxicating drinks and drugs. So rake, your home rake is full of alcohol. So you are having one rake in your home and it is full of alcohol. So you have to see that picture where now your rake, okay, your house rakes are full of alcohol bottles, okay, whiskey bottles, vodka bottles, whatever you like. So your home rake full of alcohol. So Article 47, that is RK, rake. Article number 48, R and F. Okay, it becomes roof, roof of your home. So you already have a picture of roof of your home. It talks about the prohibition of cow slaughter. You stopped cow slaughter on a home roof. So one day what happened? You went to your home roof and you saw that some people were slaughtering the cow, but you didn't like that, so you went there and you stopped them. So roof, your home roof, you're relating it with the slaughter of cow, the prohibition of cow slaughter. Now we have an amendment here, that is article number 48A, and it talks about the protection of wildlife and forest. Now again you have to relate a roof with environment, that is trees and wildlife. So what you have done is you have made your roof like a mini forest. Okay, you have grown there so many trees, you have got some wild animals also, and which you have domesticated them in the roof. So that is our roof, article 48, right? You have first related with the cow slaughter and now an amendment act, and that is the protection of environment and uh, wildlife, that is the wildlife and forest. So it becomes quite important when, because something, if they ask like what all provisions they have given about the environment in the constitution, right? So these all articles then becomes very handy for you to write the answer in mains, and also in prelims it can be asked. So article number 48, it becomes roof, and roof first you started with the cow slaughter, and then the environment, the forests, and the protection of wildlife as well. Coming to the next article, that is article number 49, and this particular amendment act, it was the again 42nd amendment act, that is the mini constitution act. So that is a mini constitution in itself. Article number 49, that is R and P. 4 is R and 9 is P. So it is rope for us, rope. And it talks about the protection of the places of historical importance, and how you will protect the monuments, historical monuments. It is by putting a rope around that monument. Okay, so you can see where you are putting a rope around Taj Mahal, or you're putting a rope around Qutub Minar, you're putting a rope around the Red Fort. So rope, you are linking it with the protection of the monuments of historical importance. Coming to the next article, which is article number 50, and it talks about the separation of judiciary and executive. So article 50, it becomes L and S. 5 is L and 0 is S for us. Okay, so it becomes shoeless. Okay, you're shoeless. And how you will relate now to the separation of judiciary and executive. So now judges tying shoeless around all executives. Okay, executive becomes a politician, the member of parliament who works both as the legislative and the executive, or your IAS officers, IPS officer, they all are the executive wing of the government. So judges tying shoe laces around all executives just to have a better control on them. So that is how we are linking the separation of judiciary and executive with article 50, that is less or shoeless. Article number 51, it talks about the international peace, and 51, 5-1, it is 5 is L and 1 is T, so it becomes lota. Lota is such kind of utensil. We must be knowing it. We have already related lota in our ancient history. If you remember, lothal we remembered with lota, and certain things we related there with the lota. Now again we are going to relate it with international peace. So all international people who come to India use lota. Okay, because lota is normally used in India in village conditions, where in the morning people go out with lota, right? Because they don't have their indoor washrooms, so they go out in farm fields with a lota, and you can very well relate for what purpose they go out in farm fields. So all international people who come to India, they use lota. Okay, they also go out with lota so that they can promote peace and cooperation with Indian people. So lota, we are relating it with international peace in some a very awkward way. So international peace, we are relating it with lota. Lota is 5 and 1, that is L and T. Article number 51. Now we have fundamental duties, that is the amendment of Article 51, that is Article number 51A. This amendment was again done by 42nd Amendment Act 1956, our mini constitution, 42nd Amendment Act 1976. So 51A, it is fundamental duty. So 51 is LOTA for us. First, we have already related it with international peace, and now A comes, and A is for Apple. So it is your fundamental duty every day, right, to go to the washroom in the morning with lota. And if you take apple, thing for which you are going, it would be really smooth. Okay, so it is your fundamental duty to go to the washroom in the morning with lota after having one apple. So lota with apple, we are relating it with your fundamental duty, because otherwise you cannot function whole day. So let's see some of the important fundamental duties. First is to protect environment, which is G. 51A G, and G is for gun. People protecting environment with guns. So 51A, we already know it is fundamental duty. Now 51A G, it is G is for gun, and it is a fundamental duty to protect environment, right? It is giving citizens a duty to protect its environment, and G is for gun. So now how people are protecting the environment? By having gun in their hands. So people protecting environment with guns. Article 51K. Okay, so here K is for kite, and it talks about the guardian to provide good care and education from 6 to 14 years, right? So this article, this is an amendment which was done with the 86th Amendment Act. 86, if you remember, the frog, and frog we related with the right to education also with Article 21A. So this was the same article which now put the direct fundamental duty on the guardians to provide good care and education from 6 to 14 years. So K is for kite, and kids like playing kites. Okay, this picture you can see kids are playing kites, and parents should use kites and make kids learn. So kites, it can be a very good exercise, and so many things can be taught with the help of kites to the kids, okay, to the childs who belong from the age group of 0 to 6. So this is about fundamental duty 51A, right? Lota with apple. It is your fundamental duty to go in the morning. Then G, 51AG, gun, that is a protection of environment. So we have covered two environment articles till now. One was the roof. Okay, you are making the forest in your roof itself with wildlife animals. So roof, Article 48 was the first article about environment. Now the fundamental duty also 51A and G. G is for gun. Right, so let's go to the next article.